An older lady slapped me across the face, which I love.
Get you out of my head.
Mariah sends a lot of emojis.
You get listed as an artist with Beyonce.
She's always been so lovely. Some people really don't want to talk to me, and some people really do.
Billy Eichner's going to join us. We're going to go for a little walk. Shall we go
ready.
do this? So obviously, Mufasa, talk to me. This is we're actually going to walk to the Lyceum where the Lion King.
That's exciting. You know, when I graduated from college, university, in the States, one of my first jobs over 20 years ago was as a bartender at the Lion King on Broadway.
So this feels like the circle of life, I guess, doesn't it?
It certainly is. It really is. And luckily, I'm not getting eaten by a lion.
Yeah. When you do Billy on the Street, is it a similar vibe to what we're experiencing now? Or is New York just the kind of a different place to do it and maybe the right place?
New York's got that electric energy that I kind of feed off of when we're doing it. Also, I go at a much faster clip.
Yeah, would you like to pick up the pace a
But
little
that's
bit?
Good because no, we don't want to kill anyone.
Well, because I'm fascinated how this is working because the guys here are all having to walk backwards. It's almost as funny to kind of put a camera looking this way.
Well, when I do Billy on the Street in New York, I have two camera guys. They both have big cameras on their shoulders and they are running backwards and I'm attached to one of them and we're running through the streets of New York, which are much more crowded than where we are now.
Yeah.
And it's wild. I mean, they're brave and I love them so much. They come back every time. They're very dedicated. And it's a dangerous job.
Yeah. But when you do that, I mean, has it kind of surprised you how much that got picked up around the world and how massive it went? And did it just start? How did it actually start? Was it just a bit of a laugh?
Yes. Well, I don't know if it was a bit of a laugh. It was a video that I did for a live comedy show I was doing in New York, which I started 20 years ago, before YouTube even existed. And I had like a 90-minute sketch comedy show I did with a friend. Be careful, everyone. And I had a 90-minute sketch comedy show I did with a friend in New York, which was a lot about pop culture and Hollywood and celebrity. And I started to develop this character on stage, like this persona that was getting irrationally angry and worked up about Hollywood. And at one point I said, why don't we take it outside to the street and let me insist that New Yorkers stop and talk to me about the Oscars or some pop culture topic. And we just tried it. And it was one of many segments in this live show, and we would project it onto a screen in the theater. There was no internet. I mean, there was internet, but not YouTube yet and all that stuff. But the audience loved it. And I just kept doing them. And when YouTube came along, we put it online. And over the years, it's just gotten increasingly popular. It became a TV series in the States for 5 seasons, but really it's known for the viral segments.
Surely everyone just either tries to avoid you. Do they avoid you or do they come closer to you?
It depends. Some people really don't want to talk to me and some people really do. What I try to do though is I try to maintain the element of surprise. I'm kind of good at catching people off guard in order to get that spontaneous reaction. Plus there's often a celebrity next to me. So having them there on the street, real folks aren't used to seeing Chris Evans or,
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, we just did one together, or whoever it might be. So even if they know who I am, seeing me and the celebrity together and catching them off guard, you can still get a spontaneous reaction.
Mufasa, the Lion King, is out today.
Yes.
No offense to Beyonce, but you're obviously the standout performance in this film.
Oh, thank you. I think she might disagree, but thank you.
How is it playing a sassy meerkat?
It's so much fun. Seth Rogen and I play Timon. Seth Rogen plays Pumbaa, the famous Hakuna Matata duo from the original film. And we get to record together. We improvise a lot. We're riffing a lot. And a shocking amount of that improv stays in the movie. And they animate what we said in the booth. And this is a great movie. I really love this movie so much. It's spectacular. The action sequences are amazing. I'm excited for people to see it. Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote all new songs. And it's just so much fun. It's really visually incredible to watch.
So I didn't realize they could do that.
Tree.
Yeah, I'm so nervous for everyone in front of us right now. I can't say you're getting a good reaction. Like, it's quite fun walking down the road with you and seeing people clock who you are.
Oh, yeah.
This is great.
But everyone here is very polite.
It's the British
In
way.
New York, they would just roll their eyes and be like, "Oh, he's here again."
You get listed as an artist with Beyonce, right?
That is pretty shocking. Yes,
That's
it is stunning.
unbelievable.
It really is.
Who'd have
It
thought?
doesn't make any sense.
Is that the coolest thing?
Yeah, and she's always been so lovely, and you know, we were at the premiere together in LA the other night, and we met when we did the 2019 version, and she's just great, you know, like very down to earth and wonderful and gorgeous, and yeah, it's an honor, you know, just to be in her presence for a few minutes.
Do you think there should have been more songs involving yourself and Seth?
Yeah, Seth Rogen and I are furious actually that Lin-Manuel Miranda had the audacity not to write a new Timon and Pumbaa song, and yet we improvised one that's in the movie for a beat or two, which people seem to like. But yeah, next time Lin-Manuel needs to write us a song, it doesn't make any sense. We're the Hakuna Matata duo. We're also hoping that there will be a Timon and Pumbaa prequel next time. We think the people demand it.
So with Billy on the Street, just touching on some of the guests that you've had on there.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell, Chris Pratt, James Corden, Sarah Jessica Parker. What have been sort of the standout memories for you? What's been your favourite?
Oh God, we've done so many, and I love so many of them. Actually, because it's Christmas time, one of my favorite ones we did with Amy Poehler, where Amy and I are ambushing people and insisting that they sing Christmas carols with us. But a lot of them can't get the lyrics right.
Is that the one where I think there was a big argument around the Falas? I'm fairly certain you really kicked off over that.
Yes. So there was a lot of people who like could not get the lyrics right.
Yes.
And I get very angry about that.
Have you ever had an adverse reaction to going up to someone on the street that never actually made the edit?
I mean,
has anyone ever tried to punch you?
Years ago, an older lady slapped me across the face, which I loved, and I'm sure I deserved. But that was a long time ago. You know, I think New Yorkers have a sense of humor about it. Even if they don't want to talk to me, they're not necessarily going to punch me in the face. Also, there's cameras on them, and I would sue.
Is there an ambition of someone that you would like to take onto the streets and show around? Have you ever thought of doing it with a president?
We did it with Michelle Obama when she was the first lady back in 2014. That's the closest to a president I've got. Beyonce, obviously. Yes. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Mariah did it. Mariah did one about Christmas with me. Of course, it was about Christmas. She's such an icon, and she has this very larger-than-life persona, but she is so, so sweet. She is remarkably down to earth. I know that sounds like a cliche about celebrities, but she truly is. We can text, and she always gets right back to me, and it's just like super friendly and warm. And she's very supportive. She's also really, really funny. Like, Mariah gets it.
See, I
she
don't
has
see
a really
that side.
Sharp, if you're a Mariah fan, you've seen that come out in subtle ways, I would say. Like, if you watch the interviews, the Lambs, that's what Mariah's fans are known, you know, the Lamely. Careful. I'm watching. You see, this is what I do. I watch.
You're so good at
this.
this.
I'm so in tune because this is what we do.
It's like you've done it before.
Not pleased. He's not pleased. He's not ready to see Mufasa.
I just can't imagine texting Mariah Carey.
It's very
Is it sort of? Are you on a meme? Are you on a meme level? Will she send the odd selfie?
Yeah,
how does it work?
Mariah sends a lot of emojis.
Really?
Yep.
What's her
what you want.
fave?
It's hearts and butterflies and Christmas trees, menorahs, because she knows I'm Jewish.
Is she good to hang around with at Christmas, or is it a bit much?
Well, she's always on tour during Christmas. You know, it's a big time of year for her. She's basically Santa Claus at this point. You're gonna die.
Oh gosh.
Don't die.
Billy, you're doing a great job of keeping everyone together here.
But Disney won't pay for your funeral.
Right, in your game for $1.
Yes.
Obviously, we love it. So we thought we could do our own kind of British version of it and call it for £1.
Let's do it.
I'll ask you some questions and I'll just decide if I like your answer or not.
Okay.
Oh, God. I'm about to go into a lamppost.
See? This is the danger of Billy on the street. You think it's easy? I'm trying to promote a movie. All right? You're ruining it. Oh, hi. Hi, go see Mufasa. Just whitewomenwaving.com. whitewomenwaving.com.
Okay, for £1, who's your least favourite British celeb?
Oh, I'm not going to say that publicly. It's probably some conservative politician whose name is escaping me.
Fair enough. Okay, for £1, rate Seth Rogen's performance in Mufasa out of 10.
Oh, 10 out of 10. I can't do it without Seth. We come as a duo. He's great. I love him so much. He's so fun. And I couldn't do it with anyone else. Well, I could if they paid me enough, and he didn't want to do it. Seth and I knew each other already. We'd worked together. He actually did a really funny Billy on the Street. It's very edgy. It's called Death Rogan. And he hid behind the camera, and people didn't know he was there. And I went up to people and very sincerely told them that Seth Rogen had died that morning. And we saw their reaction while he was there. And then he comes out, and some of them just didn't care that he had died, and then he reveals himself. It's if you like awkward comedy, I highly recommend it.
If you were to be walking the streets of London right now with someone else,
Okay.
I don't know, maybe go British. Who would you like to be doing it with?
Oh God, let me think about this. British. Why are only Australians coming to mind? Oh, Emma Thompson.
Yes.
That's a good one, right? That's a classic, a legend.
She's a
I've
bit
never
of a
met
kind
her.
of, I don't know, she's sort of unofficial royal here.
Yeah, she is.
Do you know what I mean?
She
She
is a
carries
royal.
that vibe.
Yeah, Kate Winslet. Love Kate. Love. I mean, there are so many. Oh, Elton John, of course.
Have you met him?
I did. I met him at the Lion King premiere in 2019 because he obviously wrote the songs.
Yes.
He didn't write the songs this time. The camera woman almost died. She's the next Mufasa. She's going to be dead.
You're a big Kylie fan.
I love. See, actually, Kylie's the name that came to mind, but she's Australian.
She's the best. Would you sing as a line from your favourite Kylie song?
Oh God. Oh God. We're crossing the street. I'm gonna
Watch out
get
for the-
killed singing Kylie Minogue lyrics, which isn't that surprising when you really think about it. I'm trying to go for something more obscure than Padam Padam. I want to be cool.
Do you want Can't Get You Out of My Head?
I love. Yeah, of course I do. But she has so many great songs.
Shall I start you off?
I mean-
Ba, na 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 na.
Sure, yeah, a little on the nose, but we'll
I
take it.
just can't get you out of my head.
Yes.
Tune.
I met Kylie recently for the first time. I love her.
Does she love you?
I hope she was at least okay with me. we were dancing actually. It was very fun.
Did you?
Yeah,
What?
it was at it was a party after the Oscars this year, and my friend who I had brought, my friend David, who works in the music industry, knew her, and me and David and Kylie and the young gay that she brought as her guest, we were dancing. But it was funny because there was a dance floor and the four of us were dancing for a while, but it was to like 90s hip hop. So it was Kylie dancing to Hip Hop Hooray and like OPP, like Naughty by
Wow.
Nature from the 90s. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Sounds like a fun night out.
It was very fun.
Is that one of top 5 best nights out ever?
No.
Oh God, you've lived a life, haven't you?
No, it was a great night. Oh my God, we're here at the Lion King on the West End. Wait, they're doing Hercules soon?
I mean, I would say, like, do you fancy going back and doing a bit of bar work in here, or do you think you've
I'll
moved on?
gladly work the bar at the Lion King, and if Mufasa doesn't do well, I might have to.